So welcome back to Cherished Relics Boutique for part 3 of this antique store jewelry jar that I had purchased a while back. And I've just been working through it, taking a while to get through all the things because we actually have been lucky to find a lot of great surprises and gems. Literally, we found 18 karat gold and obviously some sterling silver things. Yeah, we've just found a lot of unique and beautiful things so far. This has been an amazing jewelry jar. I'll put a picture of the original jewelry jar before I started up there on the screen. But yeah, this jewelry jar, I believe, only cost me $58. And here I'm going into part 3. I'm looking forward to discovering if there's any more treasures we're going to find in this awesome antique store jewelry jar. So real quick before I get started, if you're new to the channel, I just want to get all this housekeeping stuff out of the way so we can just talk about jewelry only. But if you're new to my channel, this is Curry with Cherished Relics Boutique, and I do part-time sales on eBay under the same name, Cherished Relics Boutique. The link to my eBay store is you will find in the description part of this video. I want to remind everybody that if there's any items that you're interested in doing a private sale on that you see in this video, you're going to get my best prices for sure as a private sale before I list anything on eBay. Please use the information in the description portion of this video. I'll also put it up on the screen so you can get my contact information and find out what info you need to send me if you wanted to do a private sale. But for today's video, I'm just going to actually get started and see what great things we can find. Or hopefully we can find some good stuff in here. So let me just keep on plugging along. Here we have just a very simple stretch bracelet. Where is my magnet? Oh, here it is. It is not magnetic, but there is not one single part of me that thinks that a stretch bracelet is going to be anything else but not any sort of precious metal. But I'll put that in wearable. Okay, we've got sort of a textured link bracelet here with a fold over clasp. I don't see any brands anywhere, but yeah, it's definitely a textured link. It definitely is losing some of its gold tone, as you can see slightly there, but it's in decent condition. It's definitely, I mean, that's what happens when you're dealing with vintage jewelry. It's been worn and used. So this bracelet is about 6 1/4 inches long. So I'll put that in a wearable lot. Let's see here. It looks like I've got these very unique earrings here. I don't know what design that is, but that just appears to be like a plastic, I think. Looks like it says Avon, as you can see there. These just regular clip back. They're actually in really good condition. For those of you that are newer to jewelry, you may not know this, but if it did not have the maker's mark Avon on here written, I would also know these are Avon because it is very common for Avon things to have the circle with the dot in the inside. It's also another mark that's everyone knows is it's a mark for Avon. So it's marked in a few different places. So although those are nothing exciting, they're just a plastic vintage clip back, they are in actually really good condition. Those little Avon earrings, I'll definitely list those. Okay, let's see what I got here. Some type of chain. Okay, look at this sort of very shiny bar link. Oh, look at that. We love seeing tags like that. Yes, that is a crown trifari. Wow, this is in great condition. Very, very shiny. Just this bar link, just that's all it is. It's a really long, obviously used for layering. Trifari vintage necklace. I love it. And the length is, it's 30 inches long. So that is in immaculate condition. Great Ground Trifari, love it. Looks like I have a tangled mess here. God, I hate dealing with tangles. Okay, give me a second. Let me get all these necklaces untangled, and I'll be right back at you. Whew, okay, well, I'm back. Now, that's much better. So now let's check out these few necklaces that are in this jar. I haven't done up to this point many necklaces that are chain necklaces. Most of the other ones have been, you know, much larger necklaces. But we have here I believe that's a glass kind of heart, bezel set heart there with some sort of symbol on that. I don't know if that stands for something. It looks like wings. Red heart pendant necklace on a vintage gold tone chain, 16 inches. I'll put that in wearable. Okay, here we have a liquid silver bead necklace with some kind of rose bead stations along the necklace. This is a pretty short necklace. It's got a twisting barrel clasp here. Needs a little bit of cleanup, but it's in okay condition, and this is about 18 inches long. And those liquid silver beads are supposed to be sterling silver, but either whatever's underneath it is a wire, which is making them magnetic because it's on a wire that it's strung on, or they're not actually liquid silver beads. Let me do a really quick test. Okay, I'm going to do a quick scratch here. They may not be sterling silver at all. Oh, they're definitely not sterling silver, and I'm going to tell you why I know that. Because from scratching this, I can already see, usually when I do a scratch of sterling silver, the scratch is definitely silver looking. This scratch has a little hint tone of kind of some brown in it. And then if I look at where I did the scratching, it would be very difficult for you to notice, but where I scratched it there actually shows some brassiness underneath it. So these are definitely not actual liquid silver beads. They're just silver tone. But there you go. Still a nice little necklace. Okay, so here we have a little just simple chain necklace with this dangle on it. I'm really not sure what brand that is. Does anyone know what maker's mark tag, hang tag that is? I've never seen that one before. But this is just a simple Rolo chain with about a 2-inch extension. Yeah, it's about 18 inches without the extension. Okay, well, it's not magnetic. My instinct is that it's not sterling. I don't see any maker's mark there on the lobster claw clasp. I may still test it, but I'm not going to do it now. And I'll do a little research on that hang tag as well. A little square pendant with some dangles on the inside there. The little glass bead dangle, as well as a faux pearl dangle right there. It says faith, hope, love. This is just costume jewelry, no marks. It's not sterling silver, although it doesn't appear to be magnetic. I'm pretty confident it is not. It's got a lobster claw clasp, and it's on with about a 2-inch extender. This is called a ball bead chain. It's literally what it looks like, little ball beads stuck together. They're nice chains to have. I will do a double check, but I'm pretty confident that's not sterling silver. This is very shiny and new looking. Just a very simple chain here, and there's a name for this style chain that I'm going to look up on my phone for you right now. But this necklace literally looks brand new. It's on a lobster claw clasp with no marks on it. Okay, well, I found this one that's very similar to it, and they just literally call it a triangle link chain. I never heard of that. Please inform me in the comments if you have more information to share, but that is in perfect condition. Okay, I have another chain here that if you look close up, it has some texture to it. These links, these are kind of like oval links, but they have a little bit of texture to them. This is also in excellent condition. It's got a spring ring clasp here. I don't see any mark of what type of, but these are great chains to add pendants to and things. Yeah, it's just in great condition. Definitely not sterling silver. About 25 inches. Great condition. Okay. Here we have a kind of a Rolo style link, which is like circles. It's almost oval links, but it looks more circle than anything. We've got a more modern lobster claw clasp on here, which makes me think it's not real. We've got a little slight magnetism to it, but a great condition chain that can be used to put a pendant on it, and that's 18 inches. Here's my last chain. This is a slightly gold tone snake chain, and let me see if it's got any marks on that lobster claw clasp. Yeah, I don't see any marks, although that kind of lobster claw clasp can often be 925. It definitely has some slight magnetism to it. So anyways, it's lost a little bit of its gold tone. I'm going to put that in wearable. Okay, how about these clip back earrings, these sparkly, beautiful brass clip back earrings. They're looking like that with Aurora Borealis on them, kind of a coating, and they are prong set. That is very cute. Simple, kind of floral looking clip back earrings. No brand, as you can see, but I can definitely sell those. Very sparkly. Here we have another tie clip. If you look real close there, it says Swank. And I got it backwards, I apologize. So I believe the way it works is this like slides into the shirt behind a tie, and this guy sits in front of the tie. So the tie gets slid in here, and all you see is that part that hangs like that when it's worn. This is a very vintage tie bar thing, whatever. Not that I wear ties, but that's what I know about that. I'll put that in wearable. Okay. Okay, these are definitely some more modern mother of pearl disc earrings. You can see on the back they are, in fact, mother of pearl. They are cold. It's got some sort of, you know, imprint on the front. Hook earrings there. They look new. Okay, there we go. So those are in great condition. I'll put those in, I think, wearable. I'm sure this thing has a ton of pins. I have no idea what that stands for. But you always want to check and make sure these aren't gold. I don't see anything there. Thoughts? Does anyone know what that pin is for? Oh, I got another little vintage pin here with this cute little angel, flying angel that's been etched in there. Yeah, no brand or anything. These are some Very inexpensive kind of cha-cha clip back earrings there. These, I believe, are little plastic discs kind of in those little bezel set rings. And the brand on here says, yes, that's what it says, Hong Kong. So I will put those in wearable. Okay, I have another pair of earrings, dangle earrings here that I'm pretty confident are sterling silver as well as turquoise, because they look very tarnished, and I just believe they are. So they're on those little kind of kidney bean earring closures there. So there you have that. Okay, so here's a set of cufflinks engraved with the letter J on them. They are two-tone, kind of meant to look three-dimensional. You can see how it looks like it's almost like sitting on a book or something. But these closures are what's called bullet back, because although they, you know, rotate on, you know, this center thing here, that piece there is like, looks like a bullet. There's some other closures for, you know, cufflinks that can look similar to that. I think there's whaleback, and I can't remember all the other ones, but anyways, this just has a little mark in there. It says USA. Hickok. I guess that's how you pronounce it, Hickok. There's also a little mark right there. I don't know what that stands for. Huh. But those are in decent condition. My son's name's Jack, but I don't think there's any way that he'd ever wear cufflinks. So I don't need to give those to him. Let's see what else we see. Oh my gosh, the food smells so good downstairs. They're down there cooking dinner, my son and husband. So we got a little pendant here of a kind of pewter-ish huge sailboat. No marks on the back, but if you're somebody into sailing, that's a cool pendant. Here are some very simple clip back earrings. Kind of silver tone, giving it that kind of antiqued look. Very small, kind of like little rosettes or something, but that's what those are looking like. Okay. Now I thought I got all the chains untangled. Clearly not. A vintage. This is faux pearl. They're not glass pearls, they're plastic. They're very light. A very simple faux pearl gold tone necklace. 24 inches as well. The vintage clasp. Okay, here are some faux pearl twist back earrings. Some little rhinestones. We got a little bit of yellowing going on there, but they're in decent condition. There doesn't appear to be any brand or mark on the back, but they're in pretty decent condition. Again, harder to sell vintage earrings like this unless they're like gold filled or sterling silver or have some type of, you know, if they're signed or a brand on it. It's harder to sell earrings like this, so I may try to lot those up with something else. Sort of a kind of domed, I don't know if you consider that domed, but they hang like that. These look more modern, obviously. I do not see any brand on them, but I'll probably put those in wearable. Okay, let me get this untangled too. I'll be right back at you. All right, sorry about that. We've got a very simple cross on a vintage chain here with a spring ring clasp. I do not see any. I do not believe that is sterling silver. And I also do not believe that that cross is sterling silver. A lot of times when you have metal that has like texture on it like that, it tends to not be sterling silver. In my experience, it tends to be more modern. Anyways, but a little cross chain there. I'll put it in wearable. It's on an 18-inch chain. And we have another 18-inch chain with a more modern lobster claw clasp here. And it's like a shell that's made out of silver tone. I don't think that that's sterling silver, but it's not magnetic. My guess is that it's not. Yeah, that lobster claw clasp there doesn't give me any sign that I think it is. There's no marks on it, so there you go. It's like that's a little clam shell or something. I don't know if that's the case, but okay, here we have another cross. This kind of looks sterling to me. Okay, I'm gonna test it real quick. It just looks like sterling to me. We shall see. Okay, again, you can still see the brown mark that I had left over from the last one where I didn't actually test it. I don't know what color I'm going to get when I do this one, but I don't want a brown mark because okay, you see the difference there? Totally different scratch. And the more and more you get experience with testing different metals, you kind of get a feel for how it feels when you scratch it and what it looks like on the scratching stone, that sometimes you don't even have to test it, but I'm definitely going to test this one. It definitely scratched like silver. We're looking for it to turn a burgundy red, which it has. Wow, okay, so it's sterling. And it's much easier for you to see that burgundy red if I show you there. See, it's hard with the light, that it makes it hard to see. All right, well, we have ourselves a sterling silver cross. Okay, awesome. We've got a little stick pin here with a cursive J on it. Looks like something that Avon would make. I don't know anything about it. I'll put that in wearable. We've got a little baggie here with a whole bunch of what appears to be, you know, like charm bracelet beads. This looks like it's losing some of its tone. They don't really look sterling silver to me. Maybe that one does. The one I think is the one that's magnetic. The other ones don't really look. Oh, that one's magnetic. That one's magnetic. I don't see any mark on these. They don't really look sterling to me. Anyways, but a perfectly good bunch of beads for a bracelet. Okay. This is interesting looking. Look at this two-tone bracelet. Wow. It's wrapped around there, as you can see close up, with a box chain is sort of spiraled around there. I don't think I've ever seen a bracelet like this before. I don't think I see any marks, but let me look. Yeah, I don't see any marks on that. Oh, it's definitely not sterling silver. But it's brand new looking. It's a cool bracelet. I'll put that in wearable. Okay, oh wow, these are the same. I didn't know if they were earrings or what, but these are obviously a pin for something. Do I have any more of them? Oh, I might have more of them. What is this? Okay, sorry, this one says Republican National Committee. So elephant is typically the animal that stands for Republican. And what is it, like a donkey for Democrat? I can't remember. I don't know. I'm not a politics girl. Oh, but we got another one from the next year, 2006, 2007. Let's see what else I got. Oh, we had one of these earlier. I don't really know what that symbol stand for. I think the one we had earlier was blue. So we got that. Let me see what other pins I have in here. This is definitely more Girl Scouts. You can see the GS there on definitely a more vintage clasp there. Okay, lots of pins. But I know that's a Jewish flag and an American flag. I don't know what FOZ stands for. But we've got that. Got another pin here. It looks like a wrench of some type. No, I don't know what that stands for, but there's another pin. Let's see what else I can find. This looks like the British flag. I don't know what the little part is. Yeah, I have no idea what that stands for. It's the British flag with something on it. Oh, okay. This is some type of pin, but it's like rubber or something. I can't tell. Okay. Got a little dove pin. We've got a little heart sash pin. We've got a Mothers Against Drunk Driving. I know that's what that stands for. Pin. Wow, lots of pins. This is, it says Granada. All right. Got it, everyone? Granada. Alrighty then. I got another pin here. This makes me think of the National Honor Society or something. My son just got initiated into that. Oh no, you know what it says? It says 2004, and then below it, it has Olympic rings. That's cool. I bet some of these are worth some money. I'm trying to see if I see any other pins, but I do not. We got all those pins. I'll do some research on some of them. We've got a little sailboat pin. And on the bottom, it probably says Jerry's or something. There you go. Pretty common pin brand. Enameled there. Put that in wearable. Okay, this is what's called a sweater clip. So if someone was wearing like a cardigan, then what you could do is attach this to each side of that cardigan, and it wouldn't like come off your shoulders. It attaches there like that, and it just hangs. Very pretty. It's very vintagey. Rhinestone. Okay, here I have a kind of a textured tie clip with like an O, a three-dimensional oval O there. I don't see any brand on there. Slightly magnetic. Yeah. So we got that. Okay, so we have some little navette shaped rhinestone halo twist back vintage earrings here that seem to be in pretty good condition. Don't have any verdigris or anything on them, so I can definitely sell those. Okay, well, I have one random button earring here. So far I've had a pair for everything, so I don't know why this doesn't have a match, but I'll just put it to the side, I guess. Little faceted plastic earrings there. Nothing exciting. Oh, look here. This matches the cufflinks from earlier with the J on it. Babcock, USA. Cool. We got a little set there. I love it. Okay, here we have some post back, kind of champagne textured, enameled swirl, kind of gold tone earrings there. I still think that although they're post back, they're still vintage. So they're in decent condition. Okay, here we have, bet you that's Sarah Coventry. So that says Sarah Cove. And this kind of gold tone link bracelet with a little kind of dangle there is losing some of its gold tone. So I'm going to put it in wearable, but I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It just has lost some gold tone. I can't sell it exactly like that, but that's 6.5. We're getting to the end. We're getting close. Okay, these are pretty little textured earrings there. 3-dimensional. I like those. They look in great condition, haven't lost any of their tone. No maker's mark, but those are cool. Very cheap little plastic studs there. I'll put that in craft. This looks tarnished like it would be silver, but I'm not necessarily convinced it is silver. Kind of half hoops there, half moons or crescent moon shape, I don't know. They are magnetic, so I know they're just a costume jewelry earring. So there's that. I'll put that in wearable. I'm sure they can be cleaned up. This is a mother of pearl cross here. It's been carved out a little bit to have a little bit of texture. So that's cool. That's definitely cold to the touch. This is a gold tone fold over clasp, pearl linked bell dangling bracelet. It actually is in really good condition with the little bells that have the little pearls in there. I do not see a brand in there at all. So that's in decent condition. Ooh, this is small. Wow. This is like a 5 3/4. That's teeny. Okay, I have another twisting kind of rope chain here. It's sort of gotten a little bit darkened. Just, I don't think it's real. See, not real. But I just think when things get older, they start to discolor like that, you know, kind of rusting or whatever. 18-inch chain. I'll put that in wearable. Someone can try to clean that up. Sort of a gunmetal texture and color to this. These are on ear spikes there. I don't see any mark there on them, but I'll put those in wearable. Okay, very inexpensive enameled kind of dot halo earrings there. I'll put those in wearable. Okay, we've got a ring. I think that's actually a plastic kind of glued in stone. I can sort of see some glue around the edges there, but it's got sort of this textured ring there. I don't see any mark in here. I'm sure it's just a costume. Yeah, it's magnetic. Pretty small. Yeah, this is a size 4. Wow. Okie dokie. So you got that. This has been an incredible jewelry jar. We've got some enameled little cream colored flowers with a pink rhinestone center. Those are cute. I don't see a mark on them. Very cute. Some gold tone dangles there. Okay, I'll put those in wearable. Okay, I've got a little bracelet here. It's attached with 2 spring ring clasps, huh? I wonder if it's also considered to be an extender. Maybe it's meant to be an extender for something. I don't know. Because it definitely can be a bracelet. It's got kind of 2 strands on this bracelet, or extender, or whatever, that is about 7 1/4. Use it how you want it, I suppose. There you go. I think this stands for a Christian symbol, the little Christian fish pin. I've got a very simple elephant pin, gold tone. Let me check it for marks real quick. Yeah, there's no marks on there. So you got that. I've got this teeny little gold tone bird, like a hummingbird pendant there. Okay, we've got these dangle stud earrings with sort of an enameled, they almost look like boomerangs, sort of. So you got those. Oh, we've got some rhinestone clip back earrings. I don't see a brand or anything in there. But they are in like a cupcake setting, I think is what you call that. A little bit of yellowing going on there, but not too bad. But there you go. Got those rhinestone clip back earrings. I can definitely sell those. Got a whole bundle here of some twist back. These look sterling silver to me. It just kind of has that tarnished look to them. So they are looking like that. Okay, this part is magnetic, but this part is not. Now I'm not going to test the twisting part because I already know those are magnetic. It might just be like sterling plated. It's possible. See, that is definitely sterling in there. You see how it's got the burgundy look? You see, I just didn't scratch it hard enough. So, well, that's cool. So there's some vintage dangle earrings where the part dangling is sterling. Cool. I'm not sure what link style that is. It kind of looks like herringbone, sort of, but not exactly. We've got a spring ring clasp here with a little bit of gold tone loss, but on the little link there it says Korea. It's in decent condition. I can put that in a wearable lot. 7 1/4 inches. Definitely not any sort of precious metal or anything, but vintage bracelet that can be worn. Okay, we've got another set of dangle earrings here. So they kind of look like this when they're in the ears. They do not look sterling to me. And again, you can see that they're magnetic, but they're in great condition. So I could probably put those in a lot. Okay, this is interesting looking. We've got a ball bead kind of bracelet with all these little heart dangles coming off of it. Kind of looks sterling silver to me. Let me look closer at that spring ring clasp. Okay, it does not have a mark for sterling. Oh, well, because it's not sterling, haha. Okay. So, yeah, I'll probably put that in a craft lot. Oh, I have a whole bunch of these. I believe that this is this a tie pin to, like, it goes right up way at the top of your tie? Where, like, if you have a shirt that you're wearing that doesn't have those buttons that you button by your neck, you would do this instead? I don't know. I'll put a picture of it up on the screen if I can find one, but I think that's what that is. But in this bag, I've got a whole bunch. This looks more like piercing bars because they're different on both sides. Do any of you guys have any experience with these? There's a whole set of them. But I think that's some sort of piercing. I bet you these balls like twist off or something. Let me take one out. Yes, they do, don't? Oh no, this end twists off. Huh. I think that's some sort of piercing something, I'm not sure. But all of those are like brand new looking. Thoughts? Anyone? Anyone? We've got another pin here. Maybe they're the colors to Virginia Tech, but I think Virginia Tech, aren't they orange? So I don't know what that stands for. Maybe that's a high school pin. Doesn't say anything on the back. Okay. Okay, I have a gold tone cross here with a little bit of texture on it. Cross and definitely a faux pearl. It kind of looks gold to me, but I can't imagine they would put a faux pearl on here if it was real gold. So it's not. We got some magnetism there, so I'll put that in a wearable lot. Oh look, we have another one of those tie bars. I'm pretty sure this isn't a piercing. I'm pretty sure this is used for ties. This one is gold tone. The other one was silver tone. Okay, getting down to some, let me show you here, some basic earrings in here. And then I have a couple things in bags and we're done. Woo! It's like a ring there. I assume that's not real. This is a very cheap post-back faux turquoise colored kind of half or quarter of a circle earring dangles there. I don't mean dangle like they move, but they kind of hang down. I got a pair of kind of some sort of black stone bezel set earrings. They're sort of textured. I'll bring the presidium in here if it's anything else but glass. So I do believe that's glass. It could be a obsidian or something, because that is a form of glass, a volcanic glass. I don't see any mark in here. They're not magnetic. The fact is I'll have to do further investigation, but I don't think those are authentic. But I will do further investigation. I clearly have one single button faux pearl twist back, and there's only one, and there is a mark back here. It says Richelieu sterling. Okay, well that's a sterling earring, but there's only one. Bummer. I guess I'll have to turn that in for scrap or something. Like, I don't see a match for this one either. It's a little cross earring. I don't see its match. So no match for that. Okay, these look like some sort of moonstone something. They kind of look sterling to me. Let me look closer. Yeah, these are definitely sterling. I'm not going to test them, especially if we have marks on the... Yeah, so those say 925 on the back. I don't know if you can see that. I'm sure these also say 925 somewhere on the bar here. Let me look under my loop. Oh no, I'm sorry. They say it here on the actual back of the earring. It says 925 TH and CW. Okay, some sterling silver studs. Awesome. I'm sure these are not sterling silver. These just look like kind of faux turquoise, sort of a rope bezel set design around. I can tell they're not real just because the texture of the back. Yeah, so that's just costume jewelry. I'll put that in wearable. AB rhinestone prong set, simple. AB rhinestone prong set, studs there. Okay. Ooh, these look like some teeny little hearts, sort of like a pave. Rhinestones in there. Gold tone. Yeah, those are just magnetic. Well, the backs are magnetic. I don't know if the actual earring says anything because it looks like it's got words there. So I don't know if it was magnetic because of the back. Oh, this is also magnetic. But those words say nothing. They're literally just lines that come out from it, going all the way around. Okay, so that's just a costume jewelry. Little pave hearts there. Oh, I know what all these go to. I think they came off of those little cha-cha earrings from earlier. They obviously fell off of that. We have here a faux cubic zirconia ring. It is magnetic. Nothing else needs to be done, but someone could clean it up and enjoy it. Okay. Pendant there, I guess. Looks like something Avon would make or something. Maybe it was a part of an earring at some point. Okay. These look like they could be real stone, and they actually look gold too to me. Just the color of it. And the posts are actually gold, which is a sign for potentially they could be real. I don't know. But let's see if it's a stone. Okay, so this is just a glass stud of some type. So I'm sure they're probably not real gold, but let me look at them. I don't see any mark there. I gotta look under my loop, I can't tell. Oh my God. It literally says 14 karat gold. It literally says 14 karat gold. Not that you can see it, but it does. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that. So we've got a gold back with an unmarked earring with a glass stone. That's so strange. Let me look under my loop. Oh my God, also 14 karat gold. Marks on that back. Okay, the earrings are not marked with anything. That's so strange. That the back would be marked, but the earring wouldn't if it is gold. Okay, we're gonna test these right now. Sorry, people, but I gotta do it. We're gonna get the dark scratching stone. I'm only gonna get my 10 karat and my 14 karat acid because they're both marked with 14 karat, the backs at least. So I'm sure it's not gonna go any higher than that. So I'm gonna scratch 2 scratches for each of these. So here's the first earring back. God, it's hard to hold on to it well. You get a good scratch. Okay, so it's not a great scratch, but there's the first earring back. You want to kind of keep your stuff lined up so that you don't get confused on which lines are which. Okay, there's my second one. I'm gonna do the side of the earring right here. And I'm gonna do the post. Because sometimes the top of earrings are made of a different material than the post of an earring, but both of them are scratching like they're gold. Unbelievable. So that's the top of the earring, and this one's the post. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a small dot on all the top ones, and that's going to test for 10 karat. So none of these should hopefully change at all. Which they haven't. They all look like they're not disappearing. So if these are true 14 karat, then I should be able to put this acid on it and it won't change either. It should not be disappearing at all. Okay, interesting. Wow. The backs are real, 14 karat gold. The top of the earring is not 14 karat gold, but the post is. Wow. But you can see it hasn't gone away on that one, and that one. So those are 14 karat gold. Wow. Well, you can't ever assume just because it's not marked that it's not real, because there's a perfect example. The bars of these earrings are not marked, and they just tested as real gold. They just tested as 14 karat gold. But there have definitely been other people that have tested this, because the end of the bar here, you can tell has been scratched, and when you look at it, it's all gold underneath. Wow, I can't believe they took a glass stone and put it in a gold earring. Well, at least the post is gold. Wow. So we still have the same result. 14 karat gold. Okie dokie. Okay. 14 karat gold. There you have it. Cool. Good find. Wow. So this is definitely a vintagey. They probably put it in this bag so it wouldn't become a tangled mess. Multi-strand, looks like 3-strand. I guess that's like an S-link. See how they look like little S's? Okay, so we have a fold-over clasp here. So just a really long sort of bead station necklace, all the same length, but 3 strands. I'm sure, yeah, it's magnetic. I'm sure they put it in the bag so it didn't become a tangled mess with everything else. That would have been a nightmare to untangle. So there's that. I'll put that in wearable. Okay, these look like amber. I don't know that they are, but it looks like it's just a whole bunch of beads here. That obviously were strung at some point. So I've got this one. Okay, well, let's see if they're amber. I'm going to turn this kind of like a bluish, yellowish, greenish. And we don't get any color change in there. They're not doing anything. So those are not real. Okay, so I guess just some vintage beads to use for someone to restring. I'm going to put that in craft. Let's see here. This reminds me of Sarah Coventry or something. This actually feels like a real stone. I don't know if it's lapis lazuli. If it's lapis lazuli, it would have to have like some gold specks in there. Doesn't look like it's got any gold specks. But if it does, they would be ever so slight. Okay. Well, can you have a blue jade? Or is it some type of agate? I don't know. It doesn't look like lapis lazuli to me. And I'm sure lapis lazuli doesn't go there on the... Here, I know how I can determine this. Something that I know is lapis lazuli. This is lapis lazuli. It's got gold specks in it. This is from my drawer. This is definitely lapis lazuli. So lapis lazuli does not go to the same place on the gem tester. I don't usually test lapis lazuli, but that tells me that this is not. You see, you can sort of see, you could see a little bit of light through it. It's a little bit translucent. You can see that slightly the movement of my hand behind it. So it's slightly translucent, which makes me think it could be an agate because it falls in that range. Thoughts, anyone? Can you have a blue jade? I don't know. Okay. So this dangle necklace here has got this metal significant tassel at the bottom. It's actually in pretty decent condition. It's just on a really long chain, a 28-inch chain with about a 3-inch extender. I don't see any brand on it. Very interesting. That's a nicer necklace. I definitely will sell that one. Here's the very last necklace. This is a station necklace with some probably a rhinestone beads. I'm guessing. This is probably not real gold or anything, is my guess. Let's look at this close up. This vintage spring ring clasp. I don't see anything on that, but let me take a quick look. Yeah, I don't see any marks on that gold chain. Oh, it's magnetic. Okay, so now we know. So these are probably just, you know, red rhinestone stations on this necklace. It is actually surprisingly 24 inches long, which I'm surprised by. But so you got that. That's your very last thing. It's still pretty. I like it. Whew. Thanks everyone for joining me. I'm sorry that took so many videos. Please be sure to give me a like on the way out, and I need a lot of your feedback. There's a lot of questions from a lot of the jewelry I opened here that some of your expertise would be mighty helpful. See you guys later. And goodbye from Cherished Relics Boutique. Bye.